So I want to start an antenna about the book, and this is for the book of vibrations. This is the vibration of the word book and what it means to be so far out in novelty, to amass all the archetypes to the point where it has so much horsepower that it makes it to the very forefront. And this comes through letting ourselves be strengthened from within and following our dreams and our inspiration. I want to say, just as Mark Twain sat down and he wrote Huckleberry Finn, oh, and then someone will say, do you know anything about buying antiques in thrift stores? And the person will say, do I know anything about it? I wrote the book. And that's even a meme of mine. I wrote the book. Well, I want to write the book. And I think I had a really interesting day. And I remember the takeaway from the day that I named it was dreams follow you instead of follow your dreams. And I think that books write the same exact way. So I'm using all kinds of media, writing down in my journals, writing down on the computer, and the easiest way seems to be doing it through this video form. And I have all different kinds of ways of wanting to put together this book of vibrations. I really want to do one for each of the zodiac signs and the planets. So if someone says, do you know anything about Pluto? And then someone will say, well, Pluto's not a planet. And then I'll say, Pluto, I wrote the book. Neptune, I wrote the book. And I even have Nibiru as one of my planets, because there's a Nibirian energy within us ever since 1983, where they saw a planet in the sky, and the next day they denied that. Well, they put it in the paper first, and then they denied that it was ever there back in 1983. And it's a continuation of a large cycle. I think it's 2,000 or 3,000 some years for Nibiru to orbit the Sun, planet X, and for the equinoxes to precess 2,500 years and then 26,000 years. Those are big numbers relative to where we are. So I'm writing the book of vibrations. Now, how do I want to do this? It comes with, I get these memes, and I have to put these memes into algorithms, these energy vibrations, and then they have to connect. And I have to see them as an evolving process. That when I have more to add, I'll take my energy and I'll divert it to different places. Well, I want to keep all that energy focused and directly compact to a place where someone will sit down one day and read all about Neptune, read all about the book of vibrations. So each of these okay, this is a good idea. Starting from a spider web out, all the words that connect in some way to the nexus of vibration. So from the nexus of vibration comes to me these memes and archetypes, and novelty is like the first set of words, but there's probably infinite patterns of the way to get these words in and resonance. Is that sometimes the words most emphatic are the ones that have the most horsepower. So the emphatic words are the ones that have horsepower in your life. The more that they emotionally resonate with you, even if it's a word negative. Finally, the other day I got the word, I forget what it was. It was a negative word, but once I found it, I was able to understand it, everything that happened in the archetype of it. and I can't think of it. Because I'm on a happy wavelength, and that will only come in a wavelength of validation. There's a ping pong match to the way your thoughts work, and it goes up in vibration as you make more connections and put more thoughts together. So I'm putting together the Book of Vibrations, the Book of Vibration project, and I want to put it into books. I want to make it sellable out there, and I want to add in lesser books a book connecting history in a way I think it never did before, a book in relating, juxtaposing a lot of concepts together that a lot of people don't think, and using pop memes, like top 40 thoughts. Like, oh, I gotta drive to work. Well, that's top 40 kind of thought. And come up with maybe a list of pop memes. And then keep a top 40 of what they are in the world. So there's another interesting idea. There's a lot of places I can take this. Just have to shove it all in there.